Hey everyone, it's Julie at the Paper Bag Lady 1, and I'm back with another project today. And as you can see, today we're going to Sesame Street, or we're learning how to get there. Anyway, I may have mentioned in a previous video, I think I had the beginnings of this album sprawled all over my desk, that the company opening number in my daughter's dance recital this year is a techno version of Sesame Street, and the level 5 dancers, which are right here in the center, you can sort of see. I tried to zoom in, but this camera doesn't focus really well close up apparently, so I just gave up and started over. But anyway, they are the different Sesame Street characters. They're not all there. A lot of them didn't come to picture day, but I think there's 12 different ones, and I'll go through them when I go through the album. And then all the other dancers are dressing as the little kids, and it's a pretty fun number. I've seen it maybe once or twice from the back, and I think it'll probably be a lot more entertaining when they're actually in costume. But at any rate, so I think I also said before that there's a gal in my dance class. You can sort of see her right there, and there's her little boy. She is Elmo, and he is Dorothy the goldfish. And I thought it would be fun to do an album for her to put pictures in. And then I started working on this, and suddenly I wanted to give it to somebody else. I wanted to give it to Oscar the Grouch here, who is a senior this year, and is just the most delightful gal. She has been such an encouragement to Joy, and she is just really fun. I just really like her a lot. So I thought, oh dear, now what do I do? And then the more I thought about it, the more I thought about Megan. And Megan actually is a big Disney fan, and she's doing her dissertation on something that has to do with Walt Disney. I can't remember exactly what it is. But the more I worked on this album, the more I thought, I really think this lends itself better to Tori than to Megan. So I may do like a canvas for Megan so she can put a picture of her and her son Elliot. But this is now going to be for Tori instead. Sometimes that's how things go. So let me walk you through the album. So here we're going to Sesame Street. I had it turned sideways because there was this glare on the picture. But now I'm going to right my camera. So anyway, how to get to Sesame Street. These are cards or pieces from a junior Scrabble game. So we go inside, and then most of this is from a pretty large Sesame Street book of, I think it was ABCs and 1, 2, 3s or something like that. And I'll take these out so you can see what the page looked like. So there they are. And I had actually thought about making this the cover with the How to Get to Sesame Street, but then I decided I wanted to put the picture on it instead. So each one has a mat that will hold there's the other side, a 4x6 picture. It's 4.5 by 6.5, and then this mat is 4.25 by 6.25, so a 4x6 picture will fit there and still be able to see some around the edge. And then what I did is I got images from the books. Some I had to print, some are playing cards, of each of the characters that someone is dressing up as. So there is a Snuffleupagus, and so on the back I just printed this out. I don't even remember where I got it. I think my friend Paula sent it to me, and I'm not sure where she got it. But it was a bigger page, and it had name and grade. It was like kind of a school thing, but I just cut out this part. So that if she wants to have all the level 5 characters write any memories there, she can. And then I also printed out that same thing on some other colors, so if she actually wanted to get anybody, because I know there's some other seniors who aren't in level 5, she has friends that are not seniors, etc., that if they wanted to write on that, they could. So anyway, so there's Snuffleupagus, and then over here there is a Zoe and an Abby Cadabby. Abby I didn't have an image of in a book anywhere, so I had to use a playing card for that. And then I just used these. I think it's from a memory game. On the other side is just a big bird head, but then on the reverse side, the ones that you would match up are just different characters and things like that. Over here we have Bert and Ernie and Grover. I actually think the person in the show is going to be Super Grover, but I didn't have Super Grover in a book. I just had Grover. And then over here we have Snuffy and Big Bird. And then Tori is Oscar, so she won't write on her own thing, or she just might want to write memories on it. But she made herself a trash can, and and she will wear it for a little bit. But then one of the really tiny kids I don't know what level she's in, but she is a gymnast, and She's kind of amazing, and she can do the worm, so she is going to be Slimy the Worm. I don't have a copy of it. I saw it online, but Tori had a really great picture taken of her sitting outside of her trash can with her chin on her hand looking up at Slimy, who's sticking out of the trash can. And she actually told me last night that right before the picture was taken, she had fallen into her trash can. I really don't know how she did that, but then she refused to get back in for the picture, so that's why she's sitting outside of it. Like, you need to know all this. But anyway, it was just funny. So here we have Oscar the Grouch and Bert. And over here, Grover, Big Bird. Here we have, poor at the count, he's kind of, you can see half of his eyeballs. And Big Bird, and here we have Cookie Monster, and then there's an Elmo with Dorothy. There is a separate one with just Dorothy, or with just Elmo, but I wanted to put Dorothy in there in case. I think Elliot's 4. Maybe he can write his name. Maybe he can just scribble. Maybe Tori doesn't even want to do that with this at all. I guess we'll find out. Anyway, here they are flying their kites. Here's the Count. The Count is the lone male in level 5, and I actually think he might be the only guy in company right now. But anyway, so he is the Count. And over here we have, whoops, Oscar and Ernie. Bert! Sorry, Bert, not Ernie. I always get them confused. We have little Ernie, and now I know that technically Kermit is not on Sesame Street, but I know that they kind of started out all the same, like by the same creators. I don't know why, but one of the level 5 dancers is being Kermit. So I don't know if she ran out of Sesame Street characters or what the deal was, but so we put Kermit in there. And then finally over here we have Elmo and Cookie Monster in his train. So that is, oh, and then there's the back. So that is the album for Tori, and ticket sales are on Sunday, and the last I heard, Tori and Joy and I were the kind of heading up the ticket sales extravaganza. So I will see her then, and we have to go early, so I will give it to her then. And the whole company is in theory supposed to be there because they have like a carnival for the little kids while the parents are buying tickets. So I wanted to give it to her before that in case she wanted to not wait till recital day to start hitting up people if she wants to have them write memories or things like that. So anyway, so that is my How to Get to Sesame Street album. This is the second Sesame Street album I've done. I think I like this one better. Probably because it's more personal to me. Anyway, so I have a couple different videos to film today. I'm not going to put them all up at the same time, but I have albums that need to go to their prospective homes soon. So you will be seeing videos from me within the next couple days, several of them. So I hope everyone's going to have a great weekend. Thanks for watching. Any comments or questions, just let me know, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.